Survival games have absolutely exploded recently in the game market, and many game developers are continuing to develop survival games with more and more exciting challenges and smoother graphics because this game genre is indeed on the up. Hey gamers, do you like to pretend you're stranded in the middle of nowhere and have to battle the elements and crazy creatures to survive? Well, if you did, then you're definitely a survival game fan. So in this video, we're gonna show you the best new survival games for this month. Number 10. Project Island. This one's a survival game in which you've landed on a deserted island. Now you're alone and have to fight for your life. In the game, you will have to gather various resources like food, rocks, planet, and other stuff. Also, you can cut down trees and build your own house for survival. You'll also hunt animals and extract various resources from them. You can also explore the open world island in search of food and resources. Now, the unique thing about this game is you can also attack your neighbor island and loot various resources from them too. Although the game offers good graphics, it doesn't feature any day-night cycle, which does make it a little disappointing. Number 9. The Last Maverick Raft. This one's a first-person perspective survival game and has a game mechanism that's similar to the Raft survival. This cannot be denied because both share the same mechanism and concept except for the graphics factor. In this game, you're gonna face the challenge of survival in the middle of the ocean, as your main character lives on a raft that floats in the ocean. You'll get to see some resources floating around and use your hooks to bring them aboard. However, there is one thing to watch out for, namely the sharks that surround your raft, which at any time can attack your raft or attack you when you fall in the water. Interestingly, you can also explore several items and collect certain materials. In addition, you'll get to complete missions by unraveling the mysteries of the foreign islands. Number 8. Project Winter Mobile. This one's an action and survival game, inspired by hits like Among Us, that takes you to a wasteland plunged in the freezing cold of winter. It's here that you'll meet up with 7 other players, among which will include 1 or more traders, and you might just be one of them. The objective, of course, is to either locate the imposters or escape, depending on which role you're assigned. There's also a crafting system to make several tools or weapons, and also food to overcome hunger. This game does seem a little confusing for beginners, but after about 10 to 15 minutes, you'll definitely understand. In addition, the game allows you to design your own character with various choices of body shapes and accessories. Number 7. The Bonfire 2 Uncharted Shores. This one's a PC-ported survival game with the concept of building a community. As you continue your adventure, you'll find other cities that you can trade with and new dungeons to explore for valuable loot, and you'll also have to face survival challenges every day. You'll also have to build several buildings to help the survival of the villagers. You'll also get additional people who can get resources or build the village faster. In addition, at night, you will face various attacks from monsters and wild animals. Number 6. ZOZ Final Hour. This one's a new zombie shooter-style survival game that combines elements of zombie shooting as well as battle royale into one game. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic world where you and other players are landed in a city. You have to explore the vast open world, search for loot, and collect blood crystals from the zombie queen. Also, you'll have to fight with zombies and other players in the game. You can loot their items and supplies like in Battle Royale, and at the end, the helicopter will rescue you and you win the game. Now, in my opinion, the concept of the game is really cool. I like the graphics and the controls are great. Number 5. Road Redemption Mobile. Now I know you guys have this question, how is this a survival game? Well, it is a racing game that features survival elements like knocking your opponents off the road in an effort to be number 1 across the finish line. In the game, you'll be mounting up your motorbike of choice and picking up weapons as you race across the track. So right now, Road Redemption is free to download, but after a few races you do have to make a one-time in-app purchase to unlock the full game. I know guys, it's sad to have to pay, but it does make for a better gaming community. Number 4. Chimeraland Jurassic Era. Now this game is fantastic for anyone looking for an extremely intricate and engaging RPG with survival elements. In the game, you can travel for very long distances because the game includes an entire world featuring more than 1,000 kilometers of explorable area. Now since the world is so big, you will have to deal with a lot of monsters, but taming and mutating them is quite enjoyable. There's also a lot of tasks and quests you can complete. There's actually no limit on how creative you want to be with the resources you can put together, and the world is really beautiful and vibrant. So you can probably tell this one has my endorsement. Number 3. Ashfall. This one's a new upcoming shooter survival game where the whole game is set in a post-apocalyptic world where you'll explore the dangerous wasteland where you'll encounter many nasty mutated creatures and even nastier people who block your way. So all you can do is fight them and collect the loot items for your survival. Besides that, the game has a combination of elements like the classic shooting behind cover function with phenomenal settings of different instances which give a perfect vibe of a survival game. Now in my opinion, I really like this game's vast open world map with a hardcore challenging missions. The graphics are top notch and it's expected to be released on Android and iOS in 2023. Number 2, we have Earth Revival. This one's another upcoming sci-fi open-world survival game on a ravaged planet Earth. The game will let you experience a vast open-world exploration and intense third-person shooter combat alongside complex crafting and building systems, allowing survivors to begin the process of reclaiming and rebuilding the Earth. The game has a lot of action and you'll fight with many alien creatures. Besides that, the game has a beautiful storyline, and to survive in the game, you must gather resources and utilize 3D printing technology to create useful items and equipment, ranging from crucial survival gear to vehicles that help you traverse the world more easily. Now in my opinion, this game looks like it has stunning visuals and with beautiful cutscenes. And next, we have a bonus game. New Dawn is an upcoming open-world sandbox game scheduled for release in 2022. The game falls in the overhead medieval fantasy genre and features fantastical gameplay elements. The game also has elements of classic action RPG games where players need to do everything, from hunting for food to fighting foes to survive. The game will include a co-op mode where players can team up with as many as 7 players apart from themselves. Players will need to strategize a lot to survive the harsh world of the game. The game will provide the opportunity to explore, survive, construct, hunt, and manage rich content. Number 1. Project EVO will be the first mobile survival game developed with Unreal Engine 5. The game features a very large open-world map where you'll explore and meet serendipities, traverse the desert, forest, and ghost towns, and you will unveil this breathtaking immersive post-apocalyptic world. Now in the game, you'll have to encounter much hostile wilderness, and you'll have to collect resources and keep yourself healthy while gaining resources by farming, crafting, cooking, and even killing. You must empower yourself to ensure that you overpower all your potential enemies. This game features a lot of survival elements, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. So there we have it, gamers, the top 10 best new survival games. Please let me know in the comments which game you like the most, and if you want to be kept up to date on the latest and best mobile games as they're released, subscribe to Down to Top with bell notifications turned on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.